That ain't it. But let's talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart and my life. And it's vaginal. Vagina. Some people call it pussy. Plies call it pussy. You know, I ain't gonna call it its word, but cat, snatch. You know those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know that. Let's talk about that. And here's why I want to talk about it. Not because I want to be sexual, not because I want to be disgusting, but because Lotto dropped a song this past weekend, and I think that this song is it's really a talking point. I think it speaks to something that's momentous in the world today. I think this is an artist trying to use their platform for good to talk about issues that are affecting that's affecting her community, and she's using her voice to speak out against those issues. Now, as much as I support her ability to say it and the stance that she's taken, I don't necessarily agree with everything she's saying. And that's fine. That's what I'm here for, you know. We shouldn't agree with anything, with everything that anybody says, and we shouldn't agree with nothing that people say unless we just don't agree with it. But we should be able to hear out somebody, take the good, the bad, the pros, and the cons, and then have a discussion about it. And I want to have a discussion with Lotto that she may not have back with me, but I want to have a discussion with Lotto about her lyrics. Because again, I want to open this by commending Lotto for seeing something in society, speaking out against the mistreatment of women. Good on you. You should do that, and more women rappers should follow behind you, but not just women rappers. More rappers should follow in the footsteps of what Lotto is doing and using their loud voice. I ain't talking about you no name rappers that ain't nobody listening to. I'm talking about a rapper with a big name who's hot going out and speaking against something that she does not like. I support that. But I'll tell you, this song is full of a lot of bullshit. Gotta drink some Beyonce for that. Hold up, you baby! Hold up, you baby! So, you know, it's kind of off to upgrade you. Let me see. N word, who is you the clock? Let's see. Could barely pop. Let's see. Niggas kiss and tell like that it's not. Let's see. Okay, one thing. Let's talk about kissing and telling. I personally don't think you should kiss and tell outside of your social circle. Within the social circle, that don't matter. The group text, yeah. And it's not about bragging. It's not about bragging. It's about letting people know who you're involved with and what you're doing, because sometimes you can be living in the same city with your guys, moving in similar circles. Y'all get to move in a certain type of way. And there's some shiesty folks out here. There's some shiesty women, some shiesty guys out here, but there's some shiesty women out here who know that's your partner, and y'all you hollering at her, she hollering at him, but y'all hollering at each other in different you know what I'm saying, different settings where you and your partner never together, and y'all ain't really talked about it. So then y'all meet up at the same spot one time, then shorty there, and then both of y'all shoot, and you sitting there like, hold on, bro, like going on here, cup. It's happened. Speaking on experience. Know what I'm saying? Real G's moving silence like lasagna, baby. Call me Big Baby Lasagna. Adam Lee, aka Little Lasagna. Not no more, but back in my day, yes, sir. You didn't see me. Sniper. Dead shot. But anyways, I say that to say that when you're moving in silence, sometimes you step over people. And everybody don't respond to that the same way. Some people, you know, they live by the real game. You know what I'm saying? Let them choose. If she want to do what she want to do, her body, her choice. And not to say that people who don't live by that are coercing women into doing things that they don't want to do. No, but they'll start feeling some type of way because of time they've invested into a woman, and think that they have some type of like, hey, bro, you overstepped the boundaries. Is that your main lady? No, I overstepped nothing. The game is the game is the game is the game. I was taught let them choose. You can be mad in private, not in public. So this idea that men can't, I mean, if you go out bragging about somebody that you've been with, I think that's corny. Just like if you go out trying to expose somebody you've been with, I think that's corny. Like you should I'm about to look at me splitting hairs here. Here we go. Who is you to bash Ussy? Y'all sweet ass Ussy. Tell him how you could make me climax Ussy. Well, sorry. Maybe next time. Can you teach me how? Can you tell me what you like? Well, maybe that Ussy was so good. I was like, ooh, see, ooh, see, ooh, see, ooh, see, ooh, see. Ooh, wee. She got the, ooh, see. That ain't Ussy, that's ooh, see. Ooh, when you see that, you ooh, wee. Who is you to bash Ussy? Y'all sweet ass. But the bash. Hey, look here, man. People are going to be critical of their encounters, whether it's positive or negative, but they're going to have like a critique of it. And I'm sorry. Back in my single days, if I had sex with a woman, I think I'm in every right to say, oh, yeah, that ish was trash. Just like if I have sex with a woman or had sex with a woman in my single days, and she'd be like, ooh, that ish is trash. Bro, my wife right now, we go in a room and yada me, and she could be like, hey, yo, you know what? That wasn't it. That was terrible. She's well within her rights to do that. Yeah, she can criticize penis. You know what I'm saying? She can bash it. If it's bashable, bash it. Hell, it's Monday night. It's bash like the Buffalo. Yeah, you can go ahead and bash it. If it ain't no good. But at the same time that you bash something, you got to be able to big it up when necessary. Here we go. I demand my respect. Watch he paint me as crazy. Now, it's one thing about demanding your respect and being respected, but they're also doing some wild stuff. I don't think reasonable people now, because I also think, you know what I mean, right now we're speaking to a person who's generalizing men, obviously, and generalizing women to get a point across for a song. But I think that when you make these generalizations and people run with it, it doesn't acknowledge the fact that they have a bad problem of choosing partners. Back to this no accountability society. If you want to bash, if you got somebody who you've been with and you want to just bash them, you know what I'm saying? And then when they try to talk to them and they call you crazy, maybe you picked the wrong person to be giving that Ussy to, you know what I mean? Maybe that was the problem. Maybe you was pushing P to the wrong person. No way that could happen, right? It's his fault. It's his fault. He's a sucker. But you sucked on that sucker. I'm crazy, I know. Y'all sexualize lesbians for y'all entertainment. Whatever. The lesbians did it. They engaged in gossip from their mama basement or their own basement or their own house. People talk. There's two sides with this right here, man. If you don't give Ussy up, then they'll take it. That I don't accept that. That is disgusting. If you can't take no as a no, and again, I honestly think this young lady is speaking from trauma. I think I'm not gonna come out here and just say I think Latto has been raped. No, but I think that she's been put in situations where she did not want to be sexually involved with a guy or multiple guys, especially in the music industry, and those guys have pressed her. And I think it's important to talk about that because if that's happening in the music industry and ain't nobody doing nothing about it, bro, y'all just as bad as the people who was around R. Kelly who now want to denounce him. If you see, I was told silence is consent. And there are people who get upset when they hear that because they go, well, no, I'm like, well, look here. If you slap me in my face and I don't do nothing about it, that means I said I'm okay with it. No matter how I feel after, if I feel like it was wrong, if I felt like I was violated, but I did not respond to that action, I told that person that I was okay with it. So when we talk about silence being consent, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are okay with it. But what it does is it signals to the person who committed the act that you are okay with what they did because you did not respond in a way that told them, you know what, this ain't it. So if you are a bystander standing by and watching around and letting a woman get taken advantage of, allowing her uchi to be taken, bruh, you more pussy than pussy. Y'all misogynistic ways show the size of your. I ain't gonna get into dick size conversations. Seen with the opposite sex and just decide that he hit. Yeah, that's trash. Guess what, men? Guess what, women? Platonic relationships exist. Attractive platonic relationships exist. Platonic relationships with attraction exist. Yeah. Respect between men and women exists. It does. And if you live in a world where you don't think that that exists, I'm curious to ask you, what's your world like? Have you been able to manage a platonic relationship? Are you projecting your thoughts, your feelings on other people because of the way you live your life or the way you've chosen to live your life? Because guess what? Everybody ain't you. And if you think that just because a guy and a girl, a man and a woman spend time together, they hang out, they enjoy a laugh, they enjoy a drink, they enjoy a dinner, that means they're going to have sex, and then you are projecting your own, shall I say, insecurities, your own inability to enjoy a person for who they are and not what's in between their legs. Can you not fathom the idea of two people who have the same sex interest, like a man who likes to have sex with women and a woman who likes to have sex with men, those two types of people hanging out together, and it just be a hangout and it be nothing more? Because if you have an issue with that, I tend to believe that you're more inclined to be one of those people who only hangs out with the sex that you're attracted to for sex. And if that's you, that's cool, but you need to understand that everybody doesn't see the world through your paradigm. There's more than one. You should probably press shift on yours. Okay, let's keep going. It ain't your property. Get mad and call me. Okay, I ain't gonna. If he make you split rent, he probably it. Nah, if he make you split rent, that means he's being financially responsible. You ain't the only person that's gonna add to your savings account, add to your investment account. We both living here, right? But equal rights, right? Equal right, equality. So me and you, we working here, we living here together. Yeah. Just because, no. You, how much money? We got to split these expenses proportionately. I ain't say we got to split them in half. We got to split them proportionately. Yeah. We got to do that because the idea that I got to pay for your lifestyle, that's not equality. That right there, that's what put your ussy in trouble. Not with me. Because I'm gonna tell you, that will put your ussy in trouble because now you don't have no control over your well-being anymore. You understand when you give up your ability to contribute to the household, especially financially, because that's tangible. We can see that when there's no kids involved. You give up the right to make a lot of decisions because if you got to come ask for money every time you need something, the answer can be no many times when you need something, right? Because what happens if he's selfish and his wants comes before your needs? Well, it's his money. But he's splitting rent. So I guess he a itch with a B. A lot of those words, not mine. Let's get to this next verse. I can't do the insecure stuff. No, I can't either. Better be a man if you want me to act like you're. Hey, you know what? If you hold that man to a standard, but make sure you define what it is to be a man so that he knows how to come correct so that you can be his down ass girl. All up in the comments talking about some pussy that you'll never touch. Yeah, y'all dudes are corny who comment about these women. You should comment in your group text. That's where it's received. If you and your double standards, pussy ain't for you to judge. Yeah, the double standards ain't cool. But let me tell you what, when we talk about this whole thing that's not to judge, and our society is really going here. We keep going here. We keep talking about how if you're not this, you can't have a comment on that. Excuse me? I consume it. I feel it. You mean to tell me I can't talk about the quality of your sex? I've had it with you and others. I can compare and contrast. And I'm the type of that make it laugh. You know, I'm not crazy for thinking this way, am I? Am I losing my mind? Am I Gorilla Zoe? Am I losing it? Am I losing it? Am I losing it? Am I losing my mind? Because right now I'm confused and I don't know what to do, because if you tell me that I just got to accept whatever type of sex I have with a woman and just say, you know what, that was good. You know what? I can't even say it's good. I got to say, that was vagina. What, do you like my vagina? It was vagina. Lotto told me that I can't speak on it. I can't judge it because I ain't got a vagina. So because I don't have a vagina, I don't know. It was a vagina. I can't even say thank you for your vagina because that might make you think that I am judging your vagina. You know what? Have a good day, ma'am. Have a good day, vagina. I'll see you when you come back. Hold on. I'll see you when you come again. We falling, big baby. You know what I mean? Like, if she, and even if she's talking about like, if you don't have a vagina, then you should not be in a place to make rules and laws about vaginas. I disagree with that. Not because I'm a man saying that men are right. I'm saying that as someone who understands that every lawmaker will not reflect the demographics of every person that they make laws for. So I think it's on the lawmakers to do the necessary research to understand their constituents. Because if you understand your constituents, even if you aren't made of what they're made of, if you don't have their same experiences, you can still either through your advisors, through your friends, through your network, have that voice be heard because that's your job, right? It's not about your voice being heard. It's about your voice echoing the voices of those who elected you to speak for them. Let's see what else we got. How you call it pimping, but you got to lie to me? Yeah, it ain't pimping if you lying. If your women don't know what you're doing, it ain't pimping. It's lying. And that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. But it ain't just no, it ain't pimping. Pimping, they know. Lying, they don't. Whatever floats your boat, finds your mind, you know, whatever. Yeah. You just stroke on. Stroke on. What else we got? How you ain't got a ussy but got opinions on us? Because I done been in one. That's like telling me if you don't own a hotel, but you done been inside a hotel, how you got an opinion on it? Because I done stayed at a Motel 6 before, and I done stayed at a DoubleTree. I done stayed at a DoubleTree just like I done stayed at a I don't know, I can't think of a nice hotel I stayed in. But I stayed in a couple nice hotels. You know what I mean? Dang, I can't think of one of the nicer hotels I've stayed in. I mean, yeah, I stayed in a Radisson outside the country, bro. Let me tell you what. It was nice. But again, I stayed in a Motel 6. I can judge both of them. I don't own either. I don't own a I don't I don't own any real estate. But I can comment on the different real estate I've stayed in. Same, boss. Stop it now. Stop it, stop it, stop it. That's Ussy. My ovaries ain't for you to bully. No, no one. Your ovaries aren't for anyone to bully. But guess what, ma'am? You have control over your ovaries. That's what's crazy, man. You have control over your ovaries. You get to control who goes in, who comes out. No one's trying to tell you who you have to have sex with. That's not what's happening here. And this narrative that's getting pushed on us is it's not the entire truth. And I think that we got to be sure to use the entire truth when we talk. But I'm not going into an abortion conversation right now. Speak up, or they gonna offend the abuser. These niggas losers. Yeah, anybody supports who supports guys who are actually taking advantage of women are punks. But if you're somebody who actually listens with an objective ear and you take your time and you don't cast judgment until you have all the information, or you wait for a court of law to make an answer, that's okay. That's okay. And if they tell you that's not okay, who cares? All right, let's keep pushing.